Right, so just here I've got quite a bit of Shimmer products that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a manicure, so I'm going to do something like this, but I'm not going to do the stamp design on it. I'm just going to do a water decal. I'm going to use, where is it? Because I'm going to be using the teal glitter, I'm going to use the green foil arts. So it will look something like that, but it will be white glitter, this shiny white glitter on the top with a couple of these on it, on top of the white glitter. So it's going to look something like that. So what products I've got that are Shimmer based, I've got the white iridescent sparkle glitter. I've got the, I don't need that one, do I? No, I don't need that. And I've got the blue teal hollow sparkling iridescent glitter. I've also got the Shimmer new lines, silver lines, and I've got a bunch of these stencils because I'm going to need 10 for what I want to do, or 5 maybe, but I'm definitely going to need 5 to cover the nail, to do the bottom part, and then to cover the bottom part when I do the top part, or vice versa. So I'm going to need a bunch of these. So I've got these from all the powders and pigments that I've used. But now if you do buy a pigment set, this is the only thing that you'll get a free gift with. So you'll get your 3 products in the set that you buy from Shimmer. So you'll get, you know, you mix it up, or you can choose 3 of the same. You'll get your complimentary water bottle with a nozzle on it, like that, and you'll get one canvas now. So you'll get one of these. So you'll get one of your canvases. So you'll get one of those, and you'll only get one stencil now, and I think you might get a freebie, but you only get it with the pigment powders now, so you don't get it with the decals. The decals just come as they are. So yeah, I think she just realised that she was sending out unnecessary amounts of free items. So yeah, she is a business after all. So if you've been a fan of Shimmer for a while, you will have quite a few of these anyway. So yeah, so that's what you'll get. So you just get the decals as they are now, so you don't get anything with them. So these are, I think, for the pack of 3 with the water bottle in your free items, I think they're $23.99, and the water decals are $7.99 I think, and it's plus shipping, but it's only a shipping on the total order, so it's not per item. So we'll need those. And what also we'll need, because I've been asked a lot of times about using these products with normal polishers, so I'm going to use just a normal polish white base, it's the only one that I have. Then I'll be using my Nicole Diary foil glue, and then to top it off I'll be using my Sech Vite, but I'll also just use a cheaper one to top the glitter off. And to top the foils off at the end before you put your top coat on, you will need, if you're using normal polish, a water-based top coat. So anything like this. This is a Born Pretty one. You can use you can use any that you want really. So that's everything that we're going to need to do this manicure. So I'm just going to set everything up, and then I'll be right back. Right, so we're back. I've actually got a builder gel in a bottle base on here, but if you was going to be doing it on natural nails, usually I would put a base coat on. So first of all, I'm just going to put a white base polish on. So I'm just using a cheap one because that's all I have in the normal polish range. I would usually use a gel polish. So I'm just popping this on. It doesn't need to be dead really opaque, it's just to give it a bit of a white background for the glitter to sit on. So it's just really for that really. I am looking to get a better white polish. if anybody can recommend one to me, I'd appreciate that. Because I don't usually wear white polishes. If I was going to do this, I would use a gel polish as a base. So just popping this on the nails, and then when this is on, you just let it dry thoroughly. So, oops, I've got a bit of a smudge up there. I'm just going to have to get that. Right, so I'm just going to let these dry, and then I'll probably add another coat on off camera, and then I'll be back. Right, so I'm back now. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to add on the stencils. So I'm just going to protect the tips first. So I'm just going to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to protect the tips first and do the top part. So for this, it's nice to have a silicone tool just to push it flat and down to the edges and down the sides, and just make sure it's sealed right down to the edges, and then you put your next one down. Sorry. Oops. That the edges are down. So just make sure they're all down. So we've got them looking kind of like that. So I'm just going to zoom in so that you can see a bit better. So now I'm just going to get my white. Not that one. So we're going to get the white sparkling glitter first. So just going to turn that clockwise. And then basically I'm just going to make sure you can see for a start. I'm just going to pop this on there like that. And then just rub it about. You need to keep just putting this on because you need a really good covering of it. So make sure you give it a good rub in. Like so. This one's got a really nice silver glitter sparkle to it. Gorgeous. So I'm just going to do the next one. Oops, my lid stuck to me. So I'm just going to do the next one. And then give all that a rub in. It's just to add a nice bit of sparkle to the top parts of the nail. Rub this in so that it's nice and shiny on the top. And the last one, so it's quite easy, look, you know, anybody of any level could do this with these stencils because they're so good for giving you a nice clean edge. So we've got 4 nails that look something like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this off. Peel these off. So we should have a nice clean edge. Peel it off and peel it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the green glitter, everything set up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So now we're just going to protect the top part of the nail. So I'm just going to line myself out a bit so you can see it properly. So we're going to use the stencils again, but this time we're going to place them this way. So they're just slightly over the edge because we're going to have a line, a decal line anyway, so it doesn't really matter if there's a tiny bit of a gap. So we're just going to stick that. Should stick. Well, actually, you can just sort of cover it. I'm having trouble finding a place to stick it. There we go. So we'll stick that like that. And I'll probably just do one of these at a time because it's a bit more difficult to do. So I've stuck that down. And then I'm just going to get my green glitter and see how this works. So we're just going to get our green glitter and we're just going to tap a bit on the edge and rub it down like so. Get a bit more. And just spread it around the nail, all the loose particles you want all around the side. So just going to get a little bit here. And a bit round this side. Just tap it gently because you don't need a lot. Make sure that's all rubbed in. Remove any excess and you'll have something that looks like this. So
there.
Just push it down here. Just push that bit down there. So we've got these three done now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other ones off camera and then I'll be back. Right, okay, so we've got this like this, and what I've done is I've covered it with a cheap top coat and then I've just given it a layer of some, what is the name? Some Sech vite. I don't know if you can see that. That's what I've given it. I've given it a layer of Sech vite. So I've done that. So now I'm just going to zoom in on myself, focus in, and I've cut the shapes out in advance, and I'm just going to show you how I would do one nail for time, and then I'll do the others off camera just to save time really. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this one like more flat. What's going to go onto the nail? So I'm just going to give it like a bit of a flat look. So sort of like that onto the lines. So I'm just going to get the water. So you just pop some water underneath the decals like so. So they're just floating around on some water, to just do that. And then what you would do, the nail that you're going to put the art on, so probably start with this middle one, you're just going to put some water on it. So you're just going to wet it like that, so it's got a bit of a wet surface. And we'll do these lines first. So I'm just going to pick them off. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. So so that you can sort of see what I'm doing. I'm going to put the more bolder line as the lines at the top and the more see-through one at the... No, I'm going to do it the other way around so that it looks more bold. So just going to do it like this, so that's sort of going to sit on there. Straighten it up so it's nice and straight. Then you'll just get your brush with a bit of acetone on it and you'll just get rid of any of these edge bits off the edge that you don't want on there. So just bring it up, straighten it off. Can be a little bit fiddly, but you've just got to make sure you've got it nice and straight. Just make sure it's straight and then just get a bit more acetone for this edge one and just get rid of any bits that you don't want so that it's nice and flat on the nail surface. So you've got it nice and flat. So we've got that one like that, so it will look something like that. So we've got it looking like that. Now we're going to get this smaller one. So I'm just going to grab it with some of these clippers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that piece on here like that. Get rid of that. Slide it so that it's sort of sitting on there like that. And then what you need to do is just get a piece of a lint roller, and just take off any of the water. Lightly dab it. So that it's nice and flat. And then we'll get this bigger piece and we're going to bring it up here into the top corner. So with this one, we're going to bring it so it sort of looks like it's coming off the nail a bit, like that. Get your piece of paper, your lint-free wipe, and just position it on your finger so it's nice and flat, and just flatten it out on the nail like so. So it's nice and flat. Then get your brush So that's nice and flat like that. And what we'll do is we'll remove these bits later. So we're just going to make sure, oops, it just needs to be nice and dry. So just bear with me. This is why I said I'm only going to do one nail, because it's quite fiddly. So just dry it flat onto the nail. So it's nice and dry. and just get rid of as much of it as you can, tucking it in like so. Get a little bit more. Just making sure you're tucking it in. So just you just get your acetone, and if it doesn't all melt away, you just get it at the end when you've top coated it. But we've got the majority of it off, so we've got that majority of that off. Now what I would do on top of the foil arts is you would get your water-based top coat, wipe most of it off onto the brush, and just go along the foil arts. This is only really important for when you're using normal polish. Don't really need to worry about this if it's gel polish. So then we're just going to let that dry, and then I'll come back and show you the finished results.